Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's being brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where entrepreneurs and professionals publish to grow their businesses and to leave a legacy. We are doing business spotlights across the country and even in your town. Joining me today, all the way from Scottsdale, Arizona, is Erin Newman. She's a broker owner at Erin Newman Fine Homes. Erin, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mark.
Erin, tell us a little bit about your specialties and the folks that you specialize in helping.
I have enjoyed this business. I mean, I raised a very large family. I bought and sold homes in the past before I was even an agent, and also handled investment properties. And when I got into this business, I realized you could make such a difference with just a connection with people. So that's really kind of what I like to do, is build a connection, figure out what's best for the client, and, get them to whatever results that they're needing.
Do you specialize in any certain range of home, or what are your specialties there?
I've done everything from low-end $90,000 condo to, over $1 million properties. So it really, it's who needs the service, and, how I can help. Mm-hmm.
Right on. So as we know, we're in the middle of a pandemic we're dealing with right now, and it's affected real estate across the country in unique ways. Can you speak to the greater Phoenix area and tell us what your market is like today?
Well, today our market it's definitely a seller's market. We have people flooding into our area. Statistics are anywhere from 200 and 250 people a day moving into the greater Phoenix area. So therefore we have limited housing. And so for a buyer, the market's very competitive. For a seller, fix it up, put it at a good price, and you'll do fine. As far as the pandemic, when it first hit, I had a lot of things in escrow, and it was kind of like, what do you do? So as always, I just kept moving forward. And some people are, more leery of the whole germs and people in their homes than others. So it just depends on what that person needs as to how to work around the issues of today.
What does that look like? Because as you mentioned, the people are split, whether they're okay with in-person viewing or just online only. How do you serve both types?
Well, some people, I had a transaction recently where everything was done via video, and then at the last minute, she came in to look. So you can sometimes help clients out. And I've been doing this for years because I previously was involved with international sales where people from, all over were looking at homes, buying them sight unseen. So a lot of it's just a lot of communication, video, that type of thing. And then the ones that just want to go out and see, you just pop on a mask and, do your best not to touch things in someone else's home.
So for buyers and sellers today, are there things that are more important that they need to consider, more important today than ever before? And can you speak to the buyers and the sellers
Certainly.
separately?
So as far as a buyer, what's unique today is just that our prices are increasing. And during the pandemic, I actually had clients that I was working with that did get COVID, and they, pulled back, stayed home, and actually their price point of home went. So right now they're just on hold because our prices are increasing. It leaps and bounds. So for a buyer, you've got to be serious. You have to stick in there. Rates are still relatively low, but again, the limited inventory. And then as far as a seller, I always try to make sure people have a good game plan on what they're doing, because you don't want them to sell and then not find what they're looking for. So there's a lot of moving pieces. But as a seller, just, get a good game plan of, what your goals are and where you're going, and then go from there. I think it's better just to be out of the house right now, just because of the concerns, but everybody's got a unique situation that needs to be worked around.
Erin, tell us a little bit about what inspired you to get into real estate to begin with. Take us back a little bit, and how did you get started?
Sure. Well, I Was married for a long time, 30 years, raised 6 children, and then went through a divorce. And it was, what do I want to be when I grow up at 50 years old? So I looked at a lot of options. My background is in science. My degree is in science. I was actually pre-med and didn't go that route because I started a family, and just looked at some things. And I just loved real estate because people, I mean, home, and especially now through the pandemic, home is so important, and just helping people. And I'll tell you, I mean, clients, when they find the right home and they're settled, I mean, they're very, very happy. So it's really satisfying. Before the pandemic, I was, every Thanksgiving, Christmas, all my clients invite me over as one of their family. So it's a great feeling to help people like that. Mm-hmm.
That's terrific. Erin, for folks listening right now that are in the greater Phoenix area and could use your help, how can they find you, get more information, and connect with you?
Sure. Well, again, it's Erin Newman with Erin Newman Fine Homes. My phone is 480-466-8193. My website is erinnewmanfinehomes.com. And my email is erinnewmanaz@gmail.com.
Erin, thank you so much for the market update in your area. I really appreciate you taking the time and sharing with my audience today. I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
This segment's been brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com, celebrating the release of post-pandemic profits, available now on Amazon, the Kindle platform, and other great booksellers. That's all for now. Join me on my next Expert Spotlight. Take care. I'm Mark Imperial.